Diggs and Elizabeth, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, I am so beyond excited to have you guys on here because you ladies are absolutely on fire. I feel like I don't even deserve to talk on this call because you guys are setting record after record after record. Elizabeth, the queen, $350,000 with her team, plus $63,000. Like I had to double take to read the leaderboard. $63,000 issue paid personal sales. So I'm gonna shut up, Diggs. You take us through everything we need to know. Elizabeth, you guys got this. I'm very proud of you guys. I love you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you. Thank you. And honestly, guys, I copy pasted from her. Okay. So copy paste from us tonight. It is really that simple. And I think some of us just want to make it more difficult than what it really is. I used to drive you crazy, Maritza, and I still do a little bit, but more than. And I would just go and do it. And I think that's the big difference tonight when I start with Elizabeth. I want you guys to know this. A lot of you people in the company, not just you guys, a lot of people, they asking questions and we give you the answer, but then you didn't do it. I remember going to Marissa, Marissa, what are we doing to lock in? Okay, okay, got it. Okay, boom, I'm gonna do it. What do you do to grow to this? That okay, got it. You do how many people to convention? Got it. I gotta work on that. Boom. How do you sell this 40K a month? You did okay, got it. How many leads did you buy? Like those are the questions, and then you go and do it, and that's it. Like it's that simple. But we don't, we want to complicate it, right? So, and I tell you that because Elizabeth is that kind of person. She will come to me and say, what do I need to do to go here? And I said, go and do this. And she went and did it. And then she'll come back. So what do I do now to go here? Okay, go and do this, this, and this. She go and she does it. And then she comes back. And I would not be surprised that Elizabeth will be $1 million agency by December. I absolutely see it. Maybe sooner. Okay, maybe it's my birthday gift in October, but Elizabeth, let's talk about you. This is all about you tonight because I'm so excited for you because I know what you've been through. Okay, Elizabeth, obviously, English is not her first language, but she speaks English. So she's going to speak in English.
Be patient, guys.
Be patient with her, but she's gonna try her best for you because I want her. I told her, do not leave anything. Like, put it all on the table. Don't hold back. I want you to give them all you got. And one of the biggest thing for you, Elizabeth, I want you to go over that is what was that shift in your mind that you had to do in order to go, like literally, she 10x her business. So what tell us about yourself first, where you came from, how you got to us, and then what
Yeah.
was that shift that you had to do when you got
Okay.
here?
First than everything, thank you so much, Marisa. Thank you so much, Digna, and all the team. This is a big challenge for me. It's obvious I don't speak perfect English, but I understand, and Digna is gonna help me. Okay. So, guys, I'm from Colombia. I have a daughter. She's 20 right now, 20 years old. We came here in 2020 October, so it's gonna be 5 years. I came here with $200 in my wallet, just to put you guys in context, okay? With no family, with no friends, just with a promise of work here. Everything was very, very difficult in my country in COVID-19. I used to work in this kind of business, something similar like insurance, but in Colombia, it's very different, more challenges. Maybe that's the reason that this is not for me super difficult. I'm so sorry, but this is kind of easy because there is, believe me, guys, super difficult. We don't have leads in Colombia. We can invest even if we want, even if we have the mindset. No, it's impossible. Guys, we have everything. Everything is served in a plate, in a silver plate with lead. Later, I will talk about this. But everything started very difficult there. So I came here with a contract, but everything was a big, big lie. Supposedly, I was going to make 1,000 every week. And I said, okay, to start is okay. I'm used to live good, to have a good quality of life. I said, okay, maybe with 1 week I pay the rent. And the rents here in Florida start going up crazy in that time. So I didn't find nothing for 1,000. So big challenges, but we did it. My goal here was to move forward, and I didn't stop. I work, 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 work. I'm a very hard worker woman, so I didn't stop for a long time. I work in many things. I work serving tables in a restaurant. I work as a nanny. And I never did that in my country. I'm professional. I'm business administrator with a master in business, but it doesn't matter. I was very clear this was not too big for me. So that was my start here in United States. And then I found this opportunity in Indeed. Somebody made a publication, or well, yeah, something, a job publication, and I applied. He didn't know nothing about this. He nothing. I was lost. He was lost. I made the license in English for 3 months, health and life. I didn't know I can do it only life. That was crazy. Every day, every morning before work, I used to wake up at 5 a.m. and study maybe 1 hour every single day. And I did it, and I passed at the first time, because I study like crazy, because I'm like that. I'm very passionate when I want something. And he didn't show me the vision. I just wanted to do something different. That was the only reason. It was not because he showed me the vision, or I went to a convention or a big event. No, it's because I was so tired running behind the 3 children. So I wanted a change. So that was my big why in that moment. Now my why is completely different. But yeah, that's a little of my
So
story.
you started in a different company, and you used to buy leads in Spanish, but they used to give it to you in English, and you had to drive,
Yeah.
right? And only your upline made money in that company.
Yeah.
So how was that experience?
Yeah, before this company, I went in 2 different companies. The first one leads in 30 to 50,000, and I called them and they said, no, I didn't fill out any form, nothing. Boo! And I was so frustrated. And yes, driving, I live in Boca, and I had to drive 1 hour to Miami, and the same day, 1 hour to West Palm, because I didn't have enough leads, enough potential clients, so I had to do it. You have to do it. Okay, I will do it. And many challenges, guys. One day I remember very well, it was raining, but it was a thunderstorm. And but I'm very professional, and if I tell you I will go, I go no matter what. And I drove around West Palm like 5 hours, making time to my appointment at 5 p.m. that Friday. I arrived to the house and it was raining, horrible. And I parked my car. I went to the door. I knocked the door, and the guy opened the door maybe after 5 minutes. I was completely wet. And he said, no, my wife can't attend you. She cannot. So I'm sorry, bye. I was crying after that. So very, very difficult times, and everything changed when I came here. Uh,
How do you find us?
before, no,
How do you find us?
social media. Yeah, there
What were
was
the
a,
two
huh?
things that we said two things on social media, and it got you?
Yeah, she said 2 things, and I didn't know nothing about this company, FFL. No, I didn't know FFL. I didn't hear about FFL, never. But she said something I was looking for, and I think that's something of God. I believe very much. And they said like we have too much leads that we can't, how do you say, Digna, handle it or manage
Yeah,
it?
we
Or
couldn't handle all the.
we
I had
couldn't,
a
we can,
yeah,
yeah, we
we
can,
couldn't
we
handle the lead.
can't.
We need help.
In your language. And I said, I want that. I sent the request, and I remember nobody called me for 1 month. And I remember January, maybe somebody called me. I said the interview immediately. I said, what do I have to do? I mean, immediately. I don't have to think.
Can
So
you
that's the
imagine?
reason. Huh?
Elizabeth wrote to me and I didn't get back to her in a month. Can you imagine
Yeah.
that? I almost missed that.
Yeah, nobody called
Elizabeth.
me, nobody texted me, and I was desperate, paying very expensive leads. In the other agency I went after that agency, the only person who sell was the owner of the company and his wife. That's it. Nobody else. Nobody else.
That's what she told me when she got here.
And
So
I said, oh
okay.
my God,
So at least
everything is something different. But I don't know why, but they believed immediately. I said, I'm in. And you have to work in your house. I said, perfect, because I don't have to pay gas $40 every other day. So that's perfect for me.
and then she didn't know how to sell virtual, obviously. That was the first time. And when she heard me say on that, that we had leads in Spanish, we have plenty, we can't help them, we need help. She's like, oh my gosh, I need that. So that's what she got to it, but I didn't get back to her right away. But here she is today. Thank God. So Elizabeth, now she comes and work with us part-time. She's nannying and she's part-time. And there's some people here that are part-time. Just quickly, how do you do part-time with us?
Well, I start part-time, but exhausted with those children. I didn't want to continue. Oh my goodness. And I start, and after 3 months, I changed to full-time. To
What what
full-time.
what changed for you that you went to full-time? Why did you go full-time with us?
Why?
Why? So what happened? Where do you go? What changed your
Oh, yeah. Well, I went to convention in February 2024. My bank account was completely empty because to do this, I like everything very professional. I'm very passionate about everything I do. I don't want to do mediocre my stuffs. And I said, if I want to do this seriously, I have to quit to some hours of my job. So before I quit to 70% of my hours. So I was living with 30 to 40% of the money. So that was crazy because my lifestyle was the same. So I was here. I was negative in my bank account, and I went to convention, and I said, here is different. There is something different, and this is the opportunity that I was looking for more than 10 years. And this is a perfect mix because I was in Colombia in network marketing, and
okay?
also insurance. But this is the perfect mix. So I said, I will come back to my house and I will do whatever I need
So
to
when I
be
when
successful here.
Elizabeth, I remember because this is important because some people right now are saying they cannot go to night because they don't have money or whatever situation. They're gonna make an excuse. But when I ask you to go to convention, I pretty much forced you. I said, no, I don't want to hear it. If you don't go, don't talk to me. But you didn't have the money. You don't have the time because you had the other job. And I tell you you have to go. So what do you have to do to be there? Because I remember you got there and you didn't have anything.
Yeah, I remember the
Anything.
convention was like this Thursday. And Digna told me, you have to go there. I said, Digna, I don't have money. I don't have a balance available in my bank, in my credit card. My credit card is full. I don't have the time because I work. I cannot. And I can ask for a permit uh, for
For a day off.
in 3 days. I cannot. And she said, you can and you will go, okay? If you want to change your life, you have to go there. And I said, oh, I don't like my life right now, so I will go. I believe in Digna, and immediately I bought the tickets that day, and I went there, and everything changed. My mind changed, everything, my mindset, my vision about this opportunity. If you are not doing the activities, if you are not doing the change in your mind, if you are not doing the changing your distractions and everything, you have to go to the events. You have to go to Ignite. You have to go to a convention. So if I went to the convention, believe me, everybody can go to the convention. Yeah.
Elizabeth, when you got back from convention, then you made a big goal to quit the other job and you let go everything, including your boyfriend at the time.
Yeah. Yeah, because that
Tell
was
them
a
a little bit
distraction.
about that.
That was a distraction in that time. And I delete all the distractions. Believe me, the minimum, like call to my mother every day, 1 hour to talk the same problems about the politics and everything. I said, no, this is not going to help me to move forward to the next step, right?
So, mom, sister, I don't have time. I give you
I
some
don't have
time
time.
later.
Yeah.
Boyfriend gone. A bunch of group chats she had on WhatsApp gone. Other businesses
Oh,
gone.
yes, yes, yes. I have the list of my, how do you say, archivado?
Archive.
Archive
Mhm.
emails and chats. I have more than 10,000. Can you imagine if you invest 1 second in those text messages? 10,000 seconds, that's days of work. I just work in the beginning, work, 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 work.
Perfect. So you said something very important the other day about the first 90 days. So what do you tell people that are here that maybe don't have the success yet, or they maybe they're brand new about those first 90 days, what you did and what
Well,
you recommend?
those 90 days are very important. Why? Because if you start with your clear and big vision, what does this opportunity means for you? Is too small like you want, or is too big like you want? This can be a very small business just to pay your bills and maybe survive, or this can be to be multimillionaire. And we know that's true, right? So then start with massive action and put very high goals. I will show you something, guys. In the beginning, I didn't use even my Excel, nothing. I was like very simple. And this is my calendar of 2024. If you can see, every month, in the beginning of the month, I will save this as a memory. I used to put the numbers 1 to 20 because my goal when I started was one policy daily. One policy daily. I heard somebody in the convention said, if you sell one policy daily, you will do it, right? As a big business. And I said, okay, I'm very obedient and I will copy one policy daily. And that was my goal. And I did it many times, one policy daily. And but it's very important to have a very clear and big vision about the business first. Second, to put high goals. And third, massive actions.
Elizabeth, when you started, You had two agents and yourself, and you did not want to recruit for nothing. I would not get this girl to recruit for nothing. She was so comfortable with the two girls that were killing
Yeah.
it. 200K each first year. But they would not recruit anyone in their team. And I'm like, this is such
No.
a waste. I was so mad at Elizabeth. You have no idea. But anyway, she finally listened to me, and now she's wild recruiting, right? So
Yeah.
tell them why, when you realized that recruiting was so important for our business. I mean, what happened to your business and your
Yes, that's true. I was very comfortable. We were like the three musketeers. We were the power girls. We made almost 700,000 a year, 2024. We did the prices and everything, money. No, but everything was very unexpected because after convention, again, somebody recruit me and she came with someone else. After Ignite, somebody recruit me. She saw me in the TV and she said, oh, I'm gonna look for in social media. And everything started like I was attracting the people. I don't tell you lies, guys. I attract those people, and now I'm doing an active recruiting mm, ads,
advertising? Uh-huh. Ads. Uh-huh.
advertising. I'm doing it right now. But my first people after or this year where they came from the events, but they came with two or three. So in 2024 we were like 4 or 5, and now we are 60.
60. 60. And so now you're selling and recruiting. And a lot of people, and developing your team, because you have go-getters in your team. People are writing at a high level. So a lot of people always say, well, how do you recruit and then still selling? Why are you doing both? How do you do both? I don't have time to do both, but you do both. So how do you do
Yeah,
it?
that's a big challenge, and that was one of my biggest challenges in the big when my team started growing up. But I think if you have a genuine interest for people, your clients or your agents, everything will happen to you in a good way because they are important to me. I really care about them. They are very, very important, and I try to show them. And I sell at the same time, and that's the best training for them because I open my microphone all the time. My microphone is open and I sell in front of them. If they are not selling, if my Zoom is quiet, I start calling, 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 calling. Okay, if you don't want to call, I have to call because I need my money. I like too much money and my bank account don't stop. Okay, so I want to call all day because I want to be focused in what I can control. I don't know if I say okay.
Yeah, no, that's
Yeah,
good.
you
Focus
understood?
on what you can
Okay, so I'm under control of my own cells. I can't control their cells, and that's the best training. I think that's one of the most important reasons my team is very successful because they learn a lot from my process, because of course I clean all my process of the cells, the tools that I use, everything. So they copy very well, they duplicate very, very well. After 2 weeks they are completely duplicated.
That's beautiful. So you're duplicating yourself with your people. Now, let's talk about leads, because some people have a hard time investing in leads. But Elizabeth come from knocking on doors, buying leads at $60, and they said they were in Spanish, but they weren't. They were in English, and she's knocking on door and people, closing doors on her. And it was tough to sell to those people. She sold like $2,000 in like 3 months or whatever it was. And then here she has huge numbers, right, since the beginning. Elizabeth, what was the mindset about buying leads, right? When you started, you were buying how much in leads, and what does it look like today with for you and for your team?
Yeah, yeah. In the beginning, when I was broken, I invest in leads. The system was very expensive for me. It was $750, and I said, "Oh my gosh, I pay the rent or I buy leads. Okay, let's buy leads." And every day, like $25. That was a big sacrifice for me, but I did it. And I start selling, 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 selling. But this is the key, guys. I never stopped. Never. Even right now, right, Digna? I haven't gone to vacations for 1 year and a half. And I work more than 60 hours weekly. And but now, well, I never stopped buying leads. I never stopped working. And now I said, oh, 25,000 every month for me. I know how to do this. And everybody say to duplicate the investment or multiply by 4 or 3, and you can do triple or 4 times. I said, okay, let's do it. I was shaking. And I multiply for 4 my investment in leads every month. That happened the last month because I was selling like 25, 30, and the results
Sure.
talk by themselves
So she was doing $100 a day. She went to $400 a day every single day, 7 days a week,
every single day
and
and
and,
never stop.
and she was afraid to do that, but it's worth it, right? And
Yeah. Yeah, yeah,
and
yeah.
then
I was shaking. I was.
one thing about Elizabeth, and this is the stuff, guy, that changes my life, right? And I know Marissa could see that today with a lot of the people that work with her, is when I talked to Elizabeth, and she had her account minus, and she had maxed out credit card, and she still went to that convention. She figured it out. I didn't give her money to buy her flight. She got her flight. I said, I got your Airbnb. Because but here's how you're gonna get the Airbnb. You got to stay for the lock-in. If not, you don't have an Airbnb. You just find an Airbnb, and she did that, and she stayed since 7 days with us, and she sold policies over there with me, like pieces of paper. We have the picture, like pieces of paper. Me telling her what to say to sell those first policy at that lock-in. And then Elizabeth is that type of person, right? That she will go and do it. So she went to that event, and she had minus zero. Guys, I was having a conversation with Elizabeth about investing. She got 6 figures in her bank account today. And she that does not stop her investment in her business. When you see that in a year and a half, like was in tears. I was so blessed that I could help someone to do that, to go from zero, from nothing, from minus zero, to have 6 figures. She's looking into buying a house right now because she hasn't taken vacations. She's been working 60 hours, 6 days a week. She's been focused, investing in her business, and without touching what's for her business, she has 6 figures in her bank account, guys. That's huge. And we want to do
Now
that all.
I'm growing the second bank account.
She got another bank account.
I'm working in the second bank account.
And that's important to us as leaders to be able to do that, right? But she worked really hard for this. So Elizabeth, today you have a team, and like you said, you sell with your team. That's the best training you could give them. Now, how are you getting other people to become like Elizabeth, like for them to build teams? What are you doing and helping them, or how are they
Um,
growing their independence within your team?
well. Work very much in yourself, guys, in your mindset. Increase or expand your vision about this business. Put goals every single day and encourage your team to be big. Create a system with them, a culture, a very high performance culture with them. Something I'm doing with my team that is working a lot right now is we have a very healthy competition, and we have kind of rankings, challenges, prizes. And I say, for example, today, let's sell 3 policies, and all of you guys who sell 3 policies, I will give you 10 fresh leads. Or I will give you a ticket to see the coach for a very interesting
Margarita
coach. Or
Vázquez. Yeah.
yeah. And yeah, I invest in your team. Now I can do it. Of course, in the beginning it's not the same, but invest in your team. I invest in leads very, very much. Don't be scared about investing leads. I have right now 3 different systems, and I invest in. Today I was opening my third system, investing 66 daily. Plus the system is more than 1,000 because super high quality of leads. So don't be scared about that. This is a business. This is a big, big multimillionaire company you have in your hands. You don't have a small employment. This is huge. So I
What
don't know.
about he is a good one for Elizabeth. Elizabeth had a real hard time getting staff because she wanted to control everything. So Elizabeth, you need staff, you need help, somebody to help you. She had one and she fired her real quick. So how had you having somebody to help you, have a staff, somebody that you pay, how is that helping your business? And
Yeah.
you?
Yeah, that's something important that I did the last month, and maybe that helped me to increase my numbers because I was to control everything. I was not safe. Oh no, she's gonna upload the application or she's gonna make a mistake. No, I give the control. I gave the control to someone bilingual in Colombia, and she do almost everything for me, and I'm super happy. Because she's calling the companies, she's solving problems, she's asking for policies, she's calling to book the appointments for the with the companies, the medical test and interviews and everything. So this is a big change that I did the last month also. That helped me a lot.
Awesome. Awesome. I want to show this graphic real quick, Marissa. Is that okay? With her numbers.
Digna, you can do whatever you want. Let me turn on the screen share for you.
I got it. I think you can see it. And I don't know if you have any questions for her also, but I wanted to show you this, guys, because a visual, is powerful. So we do this with our team, with the managers, right? Like Elizabeth, she'll put what her goals are. I know, I'm sorry, this is in Spanish, guys, so I didn't translate it. So the blue one on top is what she wanted to do in July, right? So she'll give us her personal, her team goal, and how many new agents she's gonna have, and then we look at the results for that month. So that month she was recruiting and training new people. So she did 29,000, almost 30,000 personal, and she did 248 with the team, and she got 7 new agents. And we even checked how many, what was the difference. Then August, we don't have any numbers for August yet, but she already has her goal is 80,000 personal, 500K as a team, and 40 new agents. Elizabeth, how much did you submit it already as a team in August?
240.
She already submitted 240 on the first week of August. So you think she's going to do 500K this month, IP? I believe so. Because she tracks her number. We track this. She already submitted 39K personal, guys. Again, she 4x her lead expense. So look at her year to date, guys. This is what I want you to look at year to date. Year to date, if you look at just January through July last year, just those same month, right? She was at 107K as a team, and she's at 1.5. That's more than 10x. Okay. And she's at 287 personal, and she was at 213 last year. Why do I show you this? Because if you track your numbers And if you hold yourself accountable to your goals and you look at them daily and you track, and we meet every week and we go through this number, but I know she has a spreadsheet where she goes through her numbers, and she's very specific on what she's buying for leads, how much she's issuing. I mean, she's a beast. But again, you heard the story, guys. Elizabeth's been in this country for less than 5 years, and she didn't know any of this. She didn't know how to sell over the phone. She didn't know what an IUL was. Elizabeth's an expert when she meets with clients about IUL, but she didn't know what she didn't know what an IUL was, guys, a year ago, a year and a half ago. So it's a matter of putting the time and the work. Elizabeth, anything else that you would, tell anybody here today that wants to have results like you? And I know everybody has their own journey. We all
Yeah. I
so
have I
yeah.
have something else that I don't want to lose and forget. Guys, if you are starting, make mistakes as soon as possible. As soon as possible. Don't wait until everything is done, or until you know everything about the business or about the product. Don't wait to read all the books, and no, make mistakes as soon as possible, and don't do what I did. Wait 1 year to recruit. Do it immediately. That's something that I do with my team. I encourage them to do it as soon as possible, to have 2 people under them, 2 people immediately.
That's really good. So she waited a whole year. This is only half of the year she started recruiting. Last year she did most of her business with like 3 or 4 people. But she wants everybody to come in. As soon as they come in, get your first 2 people. So you have a little team and you're responsible for somebody. Like it gives you that responsibility to get started with. I don't know if there's any question for Elizabeth. For me, Marissa, if you have anything else.
I think that was amazing, Diggs. The only thing I would ask you, Elizabeth, too, is I feel like how do you balance, like I know you said you made this thing like I broke up with my boyfriend, right? But a lot of people let like whatever's going on in their personal life affect, I was just talking with another group about this, affect what's going on in their business life. So like everyone has stuff going on. How did you deal with like you have kids, you have stuff going on, you have your relationships, you have stuff happening with your family. How did you stay focused when all that stuff was affecting you?
Well, I think I sacrifice a lot because this is my legacy. So that's not a good question for me, Marisa, because I don't balance at all. Sorry. No, I'm starting balancing now because my team is a little bigger, because I have leaders in my team. So that's what I'm doing. Trying to delegate in my leaders, trying to um, give them all the tools just to relax a little bit, and now balancing my life. But for 1 year, I didn't balance my life at all. I cut all the distractions, everything. Like I said, social media, my personal social media is a disaster. But now I'm trying to give them time. What do I do? Work out every day, listening audios. My first hour in the morning is a very good balance for me, because keep my mind healthy, my body healthy, and everything around. It's not like my life is crazy or a mess. No. I balance my life with my daily activities to keep me focused and healthy. For now, that's good.
That's awesome. And what about the emotional piece, right? Like the drama, you know,
No
que
drama.
no drama. Botaste al novio didn't hurt. Like, were you?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah. It was a distraction in that time, but maybe now. We don't
She's
know.
savage, Diggs. She's a savage. No, I love that. That's exactly what I thought she was going to say. And I think it's so important because we can let so many things get in the way. but you said it, like, these are my distractions for right now, but this is my legacy that I'm trying to create. And that can be really hard, and it can come across as like it's cold and it's heartless, and it's like it's not, because I'm going to be able to live the rest of my life in a certain way because of the sacrifices that I made today, of the people that were distracting me and the drama that I couldn't deal with and the stuff. Like, it's okay to say I got to go to work, right? I got to go to work. I got to get this done. I got to make money. Like, that's the
Yeah,
reality of life, right? So
yeah.
I think you guys have been absolutely amazing. I am so proud of you. Diggs, I was talking to some other people today, and I'm like, it is crazy because we all kind of go through a lot of stuff. Like, you called me, what was it, 2 years ago, a year and a half ago? Like, your team has exploded from a year and a half ago to be like, I don't think I can do this, and now where you're at. And Elizabeth, when she first said, I don't think I can go to convention, and now where you're at now, girl, is just, it's crazy. So I'm proud of you guys. You guys have been, phenomenal. I just can't wait to continue to see what you guys do.
We're super proud and very happy to be part of this team because this team is different, guys. Like, there's so much in this team that I love. I was so excited to be in Cancun with everybody from this team that made it, and it's just different, right? And you're real, Marissa, which helps us, right? Because you bring it all to us and you don't hold back. And when you have to be tough, you got to be tough with us. And when you want to be sweet, you could be sweet. And it's like that. It's a business, right? But again, you're gonna show up whether I show up or not. You're still gonna show up with me, with or without me. You're gonna do this. So that's kind of what I say to everybody. You got to show up for you, right, and for your family and for your legacy. And what is it that you want to build? Like Elizabeth said, this is so much bigger than you and I. So much bigger. And I'm really excited, and I'm so grateful to be here, to be part of this team. I'm forever grateful, and I'm always here. I'm available. I can help anyone. Let's just do this, guys. No more questions. We already know what to do. Just go do it. Like, that's it. Elizabeth, you were amazing today. Your English is really good, Elizabeth. That was
Oh,
great.
I'm trying. I'm improving. Oh my.
I think we're
I
gonna
have
get her
to
on the
practice
stage
more
in
because
English.
all day I sell in Spanish. So I need to practice.
Good
No,
job.
I think we get her on stage in English.
I think so. Right? Let's
I love it. All right, you
I'm
ladies,
very comfortable
guys,
right now.
there's still plenty of time to hop back on the phones, and anything that Digna can do, Elizabeth can do, I can do. Obviously, we want to make sure that every single one of you has the most potential here, and can really get out of this business what you came for. So we love you guys. We'll see you back on the phones, and we will see you back on this call in 2 weeks.